Hello? Hello, I'm testing my microphone. Hello? Hello, I'm testing my microphone. Okay, looks like it's working. Hello? Hello, I'm testing my microphone. Okay, looks like it's working. Hello? Hello, I'm testing my. Okay, there was a little bit of echo there. Don't mind that. I was testing. I had the stream open so I could test it. All right, I don't think anyone's even here yet, so I'm talking to nobody. Um, okay, I'm just gonna get started and see if people join. So for this track, I don't think anyone's here, but just in case anyone watches this VOD, this track is between two OC characters, and I do not know their names at this point, so I cannot tell you the matchup, unfortunately. But I just have the drum track written so far. We have it's gonna be like a metal sort of thing with some electronic elements added to it. So I'm gonna start by just mixing the drums a little bit because I didn't do that last time. I'll make sure this stream actually works. It does not. Okay. um, okay, I just had to. I was posting the link somewhere so people would join. All right. So I always start out with a drum track like this. So now I'm just mixing it, making it sound nice and big. I don't think you guys can see my instruments when I pull up my instruments. Yeah, you cannot see my instruments. But that's fine. All I'm doing now is mixing the snare a little bit. Now let's give my snare some more room. Actually, you know what? For this one, I have a feeling a snappier snare might be better. Sorry, just managing conversations. And I have to check chat manually because I can't have it up at the same time as my stream, so I keep alt tabbing out to see chat. But pretty much just adjusting these drums. Okay, you need to find where there's some toms. I think there's toms here. I'm just gonna loop this and mix it that way. I'm gonna drop the sub a little bit here because I'm probably gonna have a sub bass in this track. And let's hear how the drum kit sounds now. That kick I think this can use a little bit more mid. Or at least not cut it out as much. I don't know how to EQ snares. I'm going to be so real with you guys. This is probably fine. Okay, and then there's one more thing. This is a loop instead of individual drums. And this is a little bit harder because EQing these is a little bit different because it's a whole ensemble instead of individual drums. So normally I would EQ each drum differently. But for this, I kind of have to do it a little... I have to EQ every drum at the same time. So it's a lot less efficient, but at the same time, I really don't want to recreate this loop. So I'm just going to be really gentle. I'm going to cut out a tiny bit of high mid, or maybe like right here, just to make room for whatever lead I have right here. And then that top end a little bit and compress this all together. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good all the way up here. Be a little bit more heavy-handed with it. That doesn't sound good, but yeah, with electronic drums you can be a lot more heavy-handed with compression. So I will. Okay, that 1% doesn't matter. And then, okay, this is all sounding pretty good. So I'm going to start writing the actual music part of it now. I think I'm going to have, let's see, probably I'm going to have guitars. Here, I'm going to play the reference track really quick. I think you guys should be able to hear it if I play it in another tab. So this is the reference track that I'm mostly using here.
I can never remember how to perfectly format.
Ignore Grammarly. We're not making Grammarly music today. Alright, so now that I've heard that again, I think I have a decent idea of where I'm going to take this. I think I'm going to have some guitars. Some guitars and some synths. So I'm trying to think. Let me pull up Serum, the synth. There we go. And I will make a new channel for synth. Should I start with the bass? I'm trying to think. This is actually hard. I'm trying to think what to start with, and there's a lot of pressure because people are going to start leaving the stream if it's too boring. You know what? Let's start with the guitars, actually. I'll start with the guitars. This is just going to be a lot more tedious because the guitar I'm going to use has a lot of settings to manage, but I'll see what I can do about it. Pull this up. It might take a little bit to load, actually. So just check chat. Nothing in chat. All right, that'll be a second. I guess I'll play more of the reference track because that's somewhat important. So there's a bit that I want to take the kind of just the kind of vibe this of like let me turn this down a little bit. There's a vibe to this of just energetic and upbeat, and that's the vibe I'm gonna take from this. Uh, it's kind of fun, and then the other one is Dante's theme from MVC3. A little bit of different vibe. Oh wait, I should probably be careful because I think playing copyrighted music on stream can have problems. But yeah, so basically what I'm trying to do with this is make it a pretty upbeat rock track with some electronic elements and also sorry, have a little bit of some heavier electronic elements. Um but I want to make it mostly I just want to make it fun and energetic. Is the vibe I'm going for because I think both of the characters involved here are VTuber avatars. So I don't know, that kind of gives me the vibe of just having a fun time, like more upbeat. So I'll call this lead guitar left, and I'll have to get another one out for the right. And then I'm editing a bunch of settings here, so let's see. Well, let's write the melody first. So okay, I have to decide on the key. Okay, D. I like this. Okay. Um. No. Why is my sustain pedal on? I didn't. Okay, let me turn my sustain pedal off. I don't know why that turned on for some reason. It acts weird sometimes. Okay, so I'm just playing around right now trying to find a melody. Okay, that's something like that. Something like that. I can work with that. That might be a little bit weird. Okay, this actually works. This for sure. And then I'm gonna make this tapped. So key switches are down here. That should be tapping. I'm pretty sure that's tapping. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much how I write my melodies. I just play something on the keyboard until something sticks. Oh, people are talking in chat? What? Oh, guys, the chat is not working. I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was ignoring the chat this whole time. What is happening? Whoops. Uh, all right, there we go. All right, let me see if I. Did anyone ask any questions? Thank you, Edgar. I don't know if you're still here. Hi, Compound. Hi, Dino. Thank you for being here. Yeah, all right. Sorry about that. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to stream more Dino, so um you'll have another chance. I don't know how often, but I'm gonna be trying to stream. Yeah, I got two I got two messages on Discord saying that my chat is not working. All right, all right. I'm just gonna repeat this. Okay. Randomize the velocity, make it. All right, and then what we're gonna do. So I don't know. So with guitars, what you'll do is you'll take two guitars playing the same thing, and you'll pan one all the way to the left and the other one all the way to the right. So you kind of it doesn't sound like two guitars sometimes, but you'll get that just a more fuller, way wider sound. If you took it away, you would absolutely notice the difference. But a lot of people might not, who don't know about it, might not easily pick up that there's two guitars playing. I'm doing pretty good, James. Thank you for asking. Um, Thank you for coming, Dino. I'm sure you've left already, but thank you for coming. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I have to Alt Tab to see chat. So if someone asks something and I don't immediately answer it, that's why. So now, I don't know if the stream audio does it, but this should be playing in only your left ear. And then I'm going to do the same thing on here. I'm just going to copy paste the exact same thing. And pan this all the way left. So you don't really notice it until you, but it just is a much wider, fuller sound. And normally when I stream like this, just for the record, I'm going to try to stream when I'm more deep into a track, because right now I'm still in the early stages, obviously, so it's going to be a little bit boring. Watch me pull up all the instruments and just kind of brainstorm, but I'm going to try to stream more when I have it going well. So what I'm going to try to do is make this a harmony. Alright, that sounds decent. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these both over here, and I'm going to put an amp on it so it sounds more like an actual guitar. And pull up Nolly, which is my amp sim, and let's just scroll through and see until we find something. I want something really bright and maybe not as distorted. I want something that is a little cleaner. What do we think of that, chat? Does that sound cool? Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm going to. No, I don't think I can do that. I was gonna offset these a little bit so it sounded a little more desynced, so that it sounds a little better. Or more realistic, I should say. But instead of that, I'm just going to put a delay on it. That'll probably give me the same effect. That is not what I wanted. And you guys might hear the same thing over and over again while I'm editing it like this, just as a warning. Alright, and then let's put some reverb to kind of give it more space. pretty heavy on the reverb there. And then let's put some delay. That should be good. Someone is calling me. I am going to mute stream for a second. I'll be right back. Hey, Origin. So the matchup is two OC characters that I don't know the name of yet, so I can't answer that question quite yet. 1 second. Let me just answer this call. Hello? Back. Okay. Meowdy. Hello, Chaos Nightmare. Meowdy to you too. Let's just put this back. Alright, you guys ready? Alright, let me put this actual pattern in the playlist. I might record some real guitar on this too, but I think this would be a little bit more difficult for me to play, especially because it's tapping and I don't know tapping yet, so. Oh, that was supposed to, the drums were supposed to come in there. Alright, something like that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of have these guitars fade in, but instead of a volume fade in, I'm going to have it so that, I don't know how many people know what an EQ is. An EQ is basically, it's where you can increase or decrease the volume of certain frequencies of the sound. So like, I can make the lower parts of the sound really loud, or the higher parts of the sound really loud. And I'm going to drag this all the way over here, so it sounds super muffled, and then I'm going to just automate that to gradually come up. And there you go. And then I'm going to introduce rhythm guitars there. So I'll have to pull those up, which shouldn't take too long because I know exactly what I'm going to do for them. And normally, for the record, my session would be a little bit more organized, but I figured this is probably already boring enough, so I'm not going to organize it until after stream. And, yeah, I don't know how much I'll get done today, because I'm starting a little bit late into my day. Okay. This is going to be the left rhythm guitar. And let's make a rhythm guitar pattern. Put that there. I forgot to mark this as the left one. What are you? Oh wait, I gave it the wrong mixing channel. All right, I actually have a really good idea for this, so we're going to do that. And then for the left one, I'm going to do something different to kind of give this a really spacious feel, because that's what I really want to go for. One of the things that stood out for me in the reference track was the fact that the guitars are playing different things in the left and right, which is something you see in a lot of rock music like that, but it's something I haven't really experimented with much. So I'm going to try that in here. If any of you follow my main channel, Josh Poor, if you saw my upload Arisen on that channel, Um, Chaos Nightmare. Yeah, this is VTube Versus. That's what this one is. So I'm glad you're here. Um, do you know the names of the characters? Because someone asked what the matchup was. I didn't know what the names of the characters were. There's a little bit of latency, so I'm just waiting to see if they answer. Um, and then this is going to be rhythm guitar L or rhythm guitar. Normally, by this time of the week, I would have a lot more done. The commission. I forget what I was working on. I think this week I just had some complications because like things got in my schedule that I had to attend to. We're gonna do this. Beelzebella, and Chaos Nightmare. So this is Beelzebella versus Chaos Nightmare, something like that. I might have pronounced it wrong. One thing I'll say about my commissions, this is a little detail. This rhythm right here, that bum, 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 you will hear that in so much of my work. If you're listening for it, I use this rhythm all the time. Okay, so now that we have these two sorted out, I'm going to pan this part. And we're going to do the same thing where we put them both into this channel and then put an amp on them. Usually with rhythm guitars, I don't put like reverb and delay, so this will probably be a little bit shorter of a wait to get all the effects onto them. Bring up Nolly. And I would just use the same, let's see, what do we got here? I'm not sure if I like that one. Let me loop this so I can. I'll just use this for now if I want to. So let's EQ this a little bit and then. Whoops, sorry about that. That might need a little bit more mixing, but this is basically the idea I had for the intro. Yeah, that's definitely going to need some more mixing. These are way overlapping. That should work better, I think. All right. What do you think of that, Chaos Nightmare? I still have more to add, obviously, but... Let's add a bass to that now. And yeah, I didn't know at first that this one is going to be for an actual animation, so that's really cool. I'm excited to see that. I'm going to pull up a bass here. This one might take a little bit long to load as well. Yeah, it's going to take a second. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah, I'm going to add... I mean, that pretty much already is sounding pretty good. I think I'm just going to add some synths to it to kind of give that electronic vibe. But that melody I'm really happy with, and I can probably use that as a motif for a lot of the song. Okay, my keyboard is not working again. That's wonderful. Wait, oh, yeah, it is. Why are you... Oh, wait. Yeah, that's where I want it to be. Oh, wait, I don't want you in the rhythm guitars channel, actually. So come over here. Give this to the bass guitar. And then I might layer this with a synth bass as well. Actually, I think I have an idea that I'm going to try. So I'm going to make sure that the kick and the bass, because the kick and the bass obviously both take up the lower part of the song, so I'm going to make sure they both have their kind of own place of operation. So I'm going to decrease the volume of the bass where the kick is, and then I'm going to increase the volume elsewhere so that they can both have their own zone. And I'll go back into the kick. I don't know why this is kicks plural. This would be one kick. And then kind of take that out right there, carve that out a little bit so they both have their own room. And then let's just EQ this. Wait, I already did. I'm stupid. Just gotta compress it. All right, and this should sound pretty nice and full right now. Oh wait, the bass is not in there. That's why it sounds bad. Yep. That is sounding pretty solid. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a synth bass. Maybe a square. We'll see. Square bass. Which I'm going to pull out my synth. And I'm just going to make a kind of repetitive synth bass that kind of plays under it to give it a little bit more movement and just a little bit more fullness. Maybe I'll give it some more fullness in the low mids. This is going to sound bad right now because I haven't picked it. Okay, now I just have to pick one. So this isn't going to be another boring part where I'm just scrolling through a bunch of basses. That is probably not the one. Maybe if I... Nah. That could be it. Yeah, I think it... Ignore my dog. Oh, did I miss the Therewolf drop again? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I missed the Therewolf drop. Dang, I got distracted. Alright, let's make this a little bit... I'm gonna kind of cut this off a little bit. This is probably really extreme, but I kind of want to just take out... And then I'm going to do the same thing I did to the guitar here with the fade in. And I am... No, wait, I did the wrong thing there. Whoops. All right, and take these two out. And then we just repeat this over here and hope that it sounds decent. Something was... Hello. Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce your name. I'm so sorry, but it looks like you're the other person in this matchup. Beezlebella. Something like that. I hope I pronounced that decently. Alright, I think I'm going to add some more synth elements to this second part. Let me listen to it. Alright, I think I'm going to add... Yeah, I'm going to add an ARP. That's what I'm going to add. So I'm just going to add like a cool tech, like a really fast melody over it, basically, as a texture. So again, this is going to sound kind of bad at first before I pick the sound. But then I'm going to actually pick the sound and it'll sound fine. This part might be a little bit tedious just because there's going to be a lot more notes involved. Actually, you know what? Let me try something. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I like this a lot. Let's just copy paste that right over. Okay, and now let's just find a sound for that. Let's find a pluck. Let's make this a little higher. If you're thinking, oh, that's a bunch of really weird sounds, how are you going to make any of those fit? Yeah, exactly. Scrolling through sounds trying to find a good one is really annoying. I could just layer it, actually. So I like this, but I don't like it completely by itself. Let's see how this sounds. Yeah. Okay. I might actually. This actually might work just on its own right here. Let's. See, you know what? I'm going to see if I can just make my own sound for this. Okay, I like this actually. So we are going to use this. Just edit it a little bit. What does this sound like? Okay, let's put some compression. Compression actually does not do much to this, so. And then reverb. Okay. Now let's listen to this whole thing. I'll fix that mix later. The mix is pretty not looking great right now. Hold on, I need to check something. Goodbye. And there it is. Okay, just need to make sure chat was working properly. That sounds pretty good. I might give a pad here just for a little bit more. Coverage. So I'm just gonna have a power chord. And I'm just going to. Actually, I'm gonna have a 4 power chord with a 4 instead of a 5. It needs to be twice as long. Okay, and now let's just find a good pad for this. I feel like this pad could work really well, but I'm trying to edit it to like make it more static instead of. This could work, I think. I just need to EQ it. Hello, chat. Hello, Opening in Awe. Hello, Green Boy. Thank you for joining. This mix is a complete, pardon my language, clusterfuck right now. Let me see if I can fix that up a little bit. So it's something about these guitars right here. I think I just need to bring this down. Okay. Okay, so I know what the problem is. It's these two things. They are picking up the same space, so I need to fix that. I'm going to let you take up some more of the high mids. And more of the high end, and then I'm going to reduce you in the mid-range. Get more in the mid-range, less in the high notes. Okay. Thank you, Cryo. Are you talking about the synth lead? I assume you are. Okay. Hopefully this sounds a little bit better. Not really, but I'll deal with it. Alright, I'm gonna play this intro. This might be good on the intro, and I just might move into the first verse. I'm just gonna hear it one more time and hear if it's missing anything. Yeah, that works for me, for now at least. So let's move into the first verse. I'm trying to remember what I did here. Because I think I did something a little bit less straightforward with the drums in this. Where's the... there. To anyone new joining the stream who wasn't here before, something I said before is that this is obviously still the really early stages of the track, so it's going to be very boring, this stream. So in the future, if I continue streaming, I'm going to try to do it when I'm a lot further into the track so that I'm doing less of this kind of brainstormy work. But yeah, this is the basic pattern I have in mind for the rhythm guitar. Actually, for this second bit here, that should work fine enough. That is the end of the first one. Yeah, okay. Let's randomize this a bit, just so it's a little bit more realistic. Virtual guitars are like the reason I started using real guitars in a lot of my commissions now, and a lot of my music in general. For lead guitars is because guitars, especially lead guitars, are probably the hardest instrument to make sound realistic if you're doing them virtually. There are some other ones like some violin, and I've been told saxophone, but most of my saxophone work, my I've done very little saxophone work. Most of that has sounded good, but lead guitars are very difficult to sound good. So then I'm just going to copy this over to the bass. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit annoying here, which is adding mutes to the bass. What is mute again? Mute is... What? There should be a mute button. I'm looking for the mute button on bass. Pop goes left, slap, ghost. Is there no mute button on this bass? I guess there's no mute button on this bass. That is weird. Go, ghost slap, pop, ghost pop, harmonic, hammer, tapping, slide trigger. Yeah, no. No mutes, I guess. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll just do it without the mutes. My other one has mutes, so as someone who only uses real guitars in his music, almost all virtual guitars I've heard feel off. Good ones are definitely passable, but you can definitely tell when it's real and when it's virtual. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, especially with shreddage. Shreddage is the one I'm using here. I mean, with it really depends on what you're trying to play because I've done virtual guitars that sound pretty good, and shreddage is definitely the most expansive library. You can't see it here, but there are so many options for like customization and settings to make it sound more authentic. But yeah, virtual guitars all kind of have a weird off feeling to them. I definitely understand where you're coming from there. Let's see how this bass sounds if I just something about shreddage. I can never tell you what it is, but something about the way it is, its tone. If I turn on the normal key switch here, something about this just sounds wrong. Shreddage is lead guitars. Shreddage is definitely the best, which is why I'm using it as an example. It's the best one that I've seen anyway, and that I've used. And you can definitely make some good lead passages with it, and I've done that before on commissions and on some of my own music. But I'm learning guitar anyway, so I figure if I can play what I'm writing, then I'll definitely go with lead guitar. And nowadays, if I'm writing a solo, because solos are especially easy to tell when it's faked, I'll try to just write a solo that I can play. So let me try to bring this up an octave so it's not competing with the bass, and see how that sounds. Yeah, that sounds good. And I might just repeat this here. I'll figure that out later. I might actually need less reverb on this now that I'm listening to it, because it is kind of... Maybe it just needs more compression. Actually, what it needs is more high end, but I can't give it more high end because the synth has the high end. That's a bit unfortunate. It's going to sound something like that. This is the awkward part of my commissions where I'm trying to just come up with ideas, which is not very good for streaming. Also, speaking of the stream, I probably got like 15 minutes left before I have some other stuff to attend to. But this was a good experience this time, so I will definitely be doing this again, just probably again once I've developed a commission more or a track more, so you're not looking at me brainstorm and try things out, and I have already an idea of what I'm doing. me listen to the reference again. Let me see if I can get any ideas from that. Please don't have an ad.
Worried your bank
Come
isn't
on.
secure? With Chime, you're protected with real-time alerts and 24/7 support. If something happens, disable your card with a single tap and turn it on again just as easy. Apply today at Chime.com, where your money is secure.
Chime.com, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I see what's going on. The problem is what's going on here. If I were to try something like this on my own, it would be super boring to watch. So I'll probably do that after. So for now, I'm just going to keep working on, what should I work on? I'm probably going to redo these rhythms, actually. I'm actually... Here, let me try something. Let me try just making this a different rhythm section entirely. Well, I don't know why this is off. This needs to be half beat. Beat brought down an octave. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good for rhythm section. Thank you. If you like it now, Bella, I'm just gonna call you Bella. I can't say your name. I'm glad you're liking it now because you're gonna like it even more when it's actually had some progress done on it. Also, I've missed a few things in chat. Let me see this. Good enough to go super crazy with my leads like I want to, but nothing really clicked with me. Oh, did Cryo leave already? Or because I wanted to say something. I'll just say it anyway in case he's still here. Cryo, I would definitely recommend using virtual guitars if you can afford them and if you have things that you can't play but want to write. Because especially Shreddage, I'll recommend Shreddage to you. Shreddage has a ton of stuff going on, and I wouldn't recommend it to a beginner. But if you are a guitar player and you know how guitars work, which I'm sure you do, then, and you know how key switches function in virtual instruments, you'll generally know your way around it pretty well. And it helps. It really does help to kind of be well versed in that just in case you need it sometime. And it gives you that experience will help you a lot in writing. Especially because every time I write something, I get solo on guitar, I'll write it out in a synth or in a virtual guitar first. So it helps a lot with pre-production. I'm gonna try something here. Does this sound cool? Oh, that sounds really cool, actually. I like that a lot. Let me see if I can do that over here, too. Kind of make it a double power chord. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, tracks like this are always hard because I can't envision exactly what it's going to like. I know what I want it to sound like, but I'm trying to break apart in my head what the individual elements are. Oh, you know what? I'm feeling a little bit crazy right now. I'm going to harmonize this. Oh. Okay. So this is being harmonized by nines now, so that's gonna sound cool. Right? Kind of. Um, is this gonna have lyrics? Like, is it gonna be like "Secret Boss" from Spark that has? Um, it is not going to have vocals. Vocals were not part of the deal. I mean, I guess theoretically they could be purchased after, but because normally I when I make a song or make a commission, if vocals aren't a part of the commission, and whether they if they are, the writing process will be different. It's very different writing something with vocals in mind versus not thinking it's going to have vocals. But for this specifically, I feel like I could work them in, but that was not asked for, and that would cost extra. So, I'm gonna hit you with a probably not there, but it would be cool. Would be cool. Although, speaking of vocals, there are some vocal versions coming up. The Reach Out to the Moon, I believe is the title. The Yu Narukami versus someone from Kamen Rider. Reach Out to the Moon. I'm waiting back in the lyricist to write the lyrics for that commission. And then after that, that's going to be done. This is a little secret between me and chat right here. The vocals for that one are going to be done by Lady Agiko, who did Eternity in a Bottle, as well as a lot of stuff for Brandon. So that'll be really fun. And then, let's see, I have a vocal commission coming up eventually with Saurise, or Sersha. I don't know why I said Saurise. That's not how you pronounce it. Sersha, or Searsha, who did Tempest Blitz with Brandon, and I think a lot of other stuff. And I'm really looking forward to that because I think it's going to be really fun. Oh, and I have one coming up with Miriani, who's done some stuff. Oh, Miriani was on, I think, Thunder Shroud with Brandon, which was actually in Death Battle. So that is going to be really, really fun. So 3 different vocal versions that I know of coming up. Eventually, only one of them is probably going to be out soon because 2 of them, the instrumentals, are still not out. But yeah, all right, let me get back to this. Let me hear this in full. Yeah, that is sounding pretty solid, I think. I might take away this power cord. I don't think the power cords work here. I feel like this part needs something else. That probably works. All right. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to end the stream around right now just because I'm going to be wrapping this up soon. Wrapping up my production today anyway. This should be coming out on Sunday. Uh, I did have a little bit of delay on it because I had some appointments today and yesterday that kind of interfered with my making it. So I'm a little bit behind, but the goal is to still have it done by Sunday. And then, yeah. So I basically just laid some groundwork here for the beginning. And hopefully tomorrow and Saturday I can iron it out and get it sent to you, Chaos Nightmare, and then upload it on Sunday. But I definitely want to stream some more, so hopefully next week I can make some more progress on a commission before starting the stream, so it'll be more interesting to watch. But other than that, thank you guys all for coming out. I really appreciate it. Even if you're just watching the VOD right now and you weren't here, or if you just hopped in for a little bit, I appreciate your coming by, and I liked seeing you guys in chat, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you, Cryo. Thank you, Green Boy. See you next time. I'll talk to you soon, Chaos Nightmare, when I'm passing that commission on to you. And yeah, that's about it. See you, Pterodax. I think I said that right. Have a good day, and be kind. And I will see you guys next time.